Hola amigos de JMPRO TV, ¿cómo están? Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde acá del centro de Asheville porque hay una manifestación a favor de la sindicalización. Es la unionization, la sindicalización para los trabajadores de Starbucks y también un apoyo para todos los trabajadores que en una ola de concientización en el país están luchando por sus derechos a través de la sindicalización. Bueno, los dejamos con las imágenes. Usted está cerquita por aquí y si interesa apoyar, estamos aquí en Charlotte Street. Al Starbucks Coffee aquí en el centro de Asheville. Y estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde el centro de Asheville en una manifestación de apoyo para los trabajadores del Starbucks Coffee de aquí del centro de Asheville que están luchando por su sindicalización. La sindicalización es muy importante porque de acuerdo a lo que dicen los compañeros que están aquí en las marchas, va a ayudar a una justicia en los salarios de todos los trabajadores, especialmente de los servicios, de los de la comida rápida, que de otro lado están sujetos solamente a los salarios impuestos por sus empleadores. Y especialmente en estos años donde se ha visto un gran aumento en las ganancias de las empresas corporativas como McDonald's, Starbucks Coffee, una unionización para exigir mejores salarios para los trabajadores es totalmente justo y entendible, de acuerdo a lo que dicen nuestros compañeros que están aquí en la Charlotte Street, sino apoyando a la unionización de los trabajadores del Starbucks Coffee. Gracias por estar aquí en JMPRO TV, tu canal comunitario, apoyando a los trabajadores de nuestra comunidad. amigos de JMPRO TV? ¿Cómo estás? Estamos transmitiendo directamente desde el centro de Asheville, donde se está llevando a cabo una manifestación de apoyo por la sindicalización o unionización de trabajadores de los servicios, de la industria de servicios. Estamos acompañando a los trabajadores de diferentes organizaciones también que están presentes, creando conciencia entre las personas que pasan en la importancia de la sindicalización en nuestra economía. Bueno, regresamos con ustedes, les dejamos con más imágenes de esta manifestación aquí en el centro de Asheville.
hear me? All right. Thank you for being out here today. My name is Claire. I am the convener of the WEC Workers Assembly and the Housing and Peace Organizer for Economics. I'm glad to see everyone out here today. Thank you for coming out in solidarity with unionizing workers. So the reason we're out here tomorrow, workers in that Starbucks right there are joining among the 200 plus stores in the United States that are fighting for their union rights and union recognition, for power in the workplace, and for collective bargaining. And that's why we're here today. We're here to support those workers as they do something really important in the face of union busting that we know that they've been seeing. So I just want to start out with a little chant. Kind of dropped a new one today. So the way this is going to go is organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. Everybody got that? Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. Come on, I want to hear y'all too. Come on, come on. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. Want our coffee union made. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. Organic, shade-grown or fair
Now tell me
trade.
what you as a
Organic, shade-grown or fair trade.
We want our coffee union made.
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 Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. Organic, shade-grown or fair trade. We want our coffee union made. We want our coffee union made.
We want our coffee union made.
We want our coffee union made.
We want our coffee union made.
All right, y'all, thank you. Thank you for being here. I want to introduce you right now to one of the organizers of this event. Jen Hampton is an organizer with Asheville Food and Beverage United. It is a solidarity union for restaurant workers here in Asheville. They just launched their campaign for a fair deal for food and beverage workers on May 1st, on May Day, which is International Workers' Day. For anybody that showed up for that event, you heard from Jen then, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to her for a moment. Thank you, Jen!
Thank you.
Well, howdy y'all. Thank you so much for showing up to support this unionization effort by Starbucks. These workers are voting to unionize Tomorrow is their union vote. So we came to show them support, tell them that we think they should unionize and the community has their back. They're standing up to have a seat at the table, to have Starbucks live up to what they say. They say that they're partners, so they should be treated like partners and have their voices heard.
Thank you.
So as Claire said, my name's Jen Hampton. I'm with Asheville Food and Beverage United. We're a worker-led coalition dedicated to advocacy and support for all food and beverage workers in Asheville. And though I'm not currently a Starbucks partner, I was a partner here in Asheville with Starbucks for 8 years. So I do know what they're dealing with and what they're fighting for. It's time that Starbucks lives up to their promise and their ideals as a progressive company, as they claim. So I know firsthand, like being a partner, I absolutely loved it, and I didn't even know about all the benefits that they provided until I got hired, and that's one of the things that they are talking about taking away from these unionized partners. And for me, the access to such benefits as health care and sick leave and paid vacation really gave me a sense of dignity and pride that I never had in the food service industry. So Starbucks has been the leader in that, and I think that unionizing Starbucks could really lead the rest of the food service labor movement in this country towards success. Woo-woo! Thank you. So I worked a long time ago in Starbucks. I started in 2006, and it was a really progressive company at that time. And when Howard Schultz came back then in 2008 during the recession, they immediately started laying off thousands of workers nationwide and shutting down stores. And unfortunately, they really haven't gotten much better since then. They stopped doing community volunteer programs at that time. They started being more corporate minded. They started cutting hours so that employees would not meet the threshold of 20 hours a week to have benefits. Boo indeed. And they started also cutting people's hours to coerce them into quitting so that they wouldn't have to fire them. And I heard that they are still doing that now, especially the workers who are leading this unionization effort. And now they're threatening to take away things from workers like health care and other benefits like I said, paid sick leave and vacation time.
Turn the volume up. We can't hear it.
Turn the volume up? I don't know how to do that. Thank you. Okay. Like this? Is that better? Right on. Thanks. Okay, so for so long, Starbucks has been the gold standard of food and bev workplaces. They've led the way in giving food and bev workers a sense of dignity and pride that comes with being treated like a person and with having health care benefits. But now, they're threatening to take these things away from workers only in stores that have either unionized or have filed to unionize. They have been customizing, in this specific store, they've been customizing their union busting tactics to scare each individual partner. For instance, there's a transgender partner who they have told will specifically lose access to her health care treatment for transitioning. And we have seen in recent years that Starbucks is only providing a facade of progressiveness. They are overworking and undervaluing their so-called partners. We want to see Starbucks live up to their promise. And we want to see them, we want to lead them to a better, more just future for all food service workers. And I know that the food and beverage community in Asheville is a strong, supportive tribe. And I believe that the worker uprising in North Carolina will be led by workers here in Asheville and in Western North Carolina. I believe that it's time for food service workers to raise up the South as an example of worker-led change that will rock the nation. I know that we can do this because we are a strong community and we are Asheville Food and Beverage United, and solidarity is brewing, y'all.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Jen. She's been doing incredible work. The Food and Beverage Workers, AFBU, has been working for a year to get to the point of being able to hold an event like this. They have put in incredible work. I see some of the other AFBU people. We got Cap over here, got Sammy too. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for organizing this today. Jen was talking about something really important. Workers face conflict, they face attacks when workers try to organize. We see these union busting tactics applied over and over and over again. And you know, one of the antidotes to that, one of the ways that we can help inoculate workers against those attacks is to be here in solidarity, in support, and to stand up for workers. And I know many of you here are working. You are workers, so think about what's happening here today. Take that to your own workplace. Take that to your own workplaces, because organizing is your right too. So when we talk about these union busting attacks, I'd really like to particularly highlight the role of Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz, a multi-billionaire. And just to let you understand this, that where these things stand in this country right now, Howard Schultz, when Hillary Clinton was running for president, Howard Schultz was her presumptive nominee for labor secretary. This man who has come back yet again to Starbucks to smash worker organizing, he was going to be the secretary of labor in this country had Hillary Clinton been elected. So understand that this is not something that just is
So funny, they're all like getting, you know,
salvation from workers will come from workers organizing together and fighting together. We've had examples right here in Nashville of that happening and being successful. We've got a nurse here today that is a member of the National Nurses Union who successfully took on HCA Healthcare, the world's largest hospital corporation in the world, again with a multi-billionaire founder. And in the face of this pandemic, we've seen how big businesses like HCA got bailed out while we got sold out. But I'd like to welcome Rebecca here, so give her a round of applause and welcome too.
I'm an RN at Mission Hospital, and I'm a very proud member of the NNU, the Nurses Union. We're the first nurses union in North Carolina. It was a hard battle, and it still is a hard battle. But we're here on behalf of the NNU today to show support and stand in solidarity with the Starbucks workers and with all workers in the state of North Carolina. Because it is only by standing together in solidarity that we will make change in this society and make this a just world in which we live.
That's right.
In a perfect world, we would not need unions. Employers, sorry, I'll forget what I'm saying. Employers would provide their workers with a work environment consisting of dignity, respect, living wages, adequate health care, where an employee could work in an atmosphere free of fear.
That's right.
They would not need to choose between paying the electric bill or buying their children a pair of needed eyeglasses. They could actually live that work-life balance that our employers are always telling us we need to maintain. In short, in a perfect world, an employer would do the right thing because it's the moral thing. But we don't live in a perfect world. Friends, we live in a world where corporate greed has become not just the norm, it's become the acceptable norm. I speak today to the Starbucks workers, but to all workers. During the past month, Starbucks workers have no doubt been subjected to a deluge of propaganda from their company and their company's minions, the Union Busters. And I'm sure they have been told how lucky they are to work for such a great company, a company that loves them like nobody else would, a company that takes care of them, and how grateful they should be for the scraps that they've been given. And I'm sure that they have been told of the evils of joining a union. The union will give you false promises. They will promise you the moon. They won't deliver. The union will control what you do. The union only wants your money. We were told a lot of the same things at Mission. And being a cynic, I did my own research.
Yes.
And here's what I discovered. The union is us. The union does not promise us everything we want. The union is only as strong as its members. The members who are willing to join, the members who are willing to stand up, the members who are willing to fight for what they deserve. And when it comes to the union just wanting our money, I suggest you do what I did. I looked at the financials of what the nurses union NNU were versus to what HCA's financials were. And after doing all my independent research, I did not just go join NNU, I became a union rep. Please don't misunderstand. I like Starbucks. Starbucks is part of the reason I weigh 10 pounds more than I need to. But here's what I like Starbucks. You Starbucks workers make great coffee.
Yes.
You Starbucks workers smile and say hello when I walk in the door. You Starbucks workers say thank you when I pay for my coffee. And you Starbucks workers, when I walk out the door, say thanks. You have a good day. Do you notice the common theme here?
Workers.
You Starbucks workers.
Yes.
It's not your CEO. It's not your shareholders. It's your workers.
Yes.
Without your workers, Starbucks would be lost, and your CEO would be living in a sleeping bag under a bridge.
That's right.
Starbucks, like most corporations, is absolutely nothing without its workers. Your workers and your union busters will tell you differently. They'll tell you what you deserve is grace. The grace of the crumbs they'll throw you out of their largesse. Well, grace is something you don't earn, folks. It's a gift people give you. And I'm here to tell you, you deserve rights. Rights are yours by your innate humanity. They're your rights by being born a human being on this planet. They're given to you by the Constitution. They're given to your God-given right as a human being on this planet. And don't you ever, I don't care who the hell you work for, ever let anybody tell you you deserve less. You deserve the right to a living wage. To be treated with respect, with dignity. You deserve a decent place to live. You deserve the right to educate your children, to be able to pay your bills. You deserve the right to health care. I don't care what your gender, your race, your creed, your nationality, what color you are. No one has the right to decide that because they're the company you work for. You have that right as a human being. And we need to stand together to make sure those rights are given to us Not because somebody decides we're worth it, because we are worth it. Let no one ever take that from you. We have to do this together. I don't care where you work, who you work for, or where you come from. We've got to reach across and do this together. Our world needs it. Not just for ourselves, for our children, our friends, our co-workers, for our future, the future of this city, the future of our world. Because if we cannot do that, we will fail. We will fail, all of us. I'll close by paraphrasing the words of The Great Wizard, written by J.R.R. Tolkien. Gandalf, the wise, the gray. He said, some people think that change can only come by those who hold great power. But the true power lies in the hands of ordinary people. Yes. So as ordinary people, stick together, join forces, and make change for the just world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you, Mission Nurses. Thank you for what you've done in the face of this pandemic. I know a lot of us, I for one, feel like we've kind of all been left out here hanging during this pandemic, and our nurses have been there for us right in the face of something that's been really terrible for this whole country and the world. Yeah, y'all talking about what power we can have. We can have that power. That power is available to us. Workers can build that. Individuals organizing together, coming together, being more than individuals. That's where our power lies. It lies collectively, and it lies in our power as a community. It's great to see the community turn out today for these workers as they organize. Traditionally, we're right here in the South. It's great to see it here because traditionally this has been where labor movements come to die. The South has always been a place that has been seen as difficult to organize or even impossible to organize, but it's a new day and we're in a new moment right now. And the South's got something to say, right? We've got another speaker here. Jenny is with Asheville Democratic Socialists of America and Transform NC, where she's an organizer. She's also a teacher, and her students are here today. So thank you so much. It's important that our youth be brought into the movements and into the work that we're doing for worker power and for power for all people in this country. Thank you.
All right, we still feeling good today? Yeah! And just before I get started, I want everybody to turn toward those workers inside and give them a round of applause. How about those Starbucks workers in there? All right, so we are here in solidarity with the workers inside. We're here today as community members who want to celebrate the wins in our community. We're here today as workers. And we recognize that when workers organize anywhere, it's good for workers everywhere. In 2021, Starbucks profits were $20.3 billion, a 28% increase from 2020. And this year, their first quarter profits already indicate that they'll bring in more profits than last year. To put these numbers in perspective, if Starbucks gave all of their 350,000 employees a $20 an hour raise, their profits would still be nearly $6 billion. Who is responsible for these profits?
The workers.
Is it the few at the top who attend a few meetings a year?
No.
Is it the magical invisible hand of the free market that just so happens to be favoring Starbucks? Or is it the workers inside this location and inside the other 8,900 locations organizations across these so-called United States who prepare their products, keep their buildings clean, interact with their customers, and keep their stores in operation? We know the answer to this question. And I have another question. Why should workers be okay with our bosses diverting money away from us, the folks who generate it? Why should the labor, bodies, and time of the many be commodified for the easy living of a few? If this is the first time you've considered these questions, I implore you to keep considering them, and then to join your fellow workers in demanding what is rightfully ours. Let's keep expanding the horizons of our imaginations to re-envision and recreate the systems in place. Humans came up with this faulty, greedy system, and we can come up with a new one. To the workers inside, we see you, we support you, and we thank you for leading the way in our town. We hope that this Starbucks will be the first of many unions in Asheville, other than the nurses, of course. We deserve it, let's get it.
The bosses don't make this place run. The bosses don't make Asheville run. The bosses don't make Western North Carolina run. The bosses don't make North Carolina run. They don't make this country run. Workers make it run. Workers make the world run. Workers make the world run. And honestly, because of that, workers should run the world. That's what we are ultimately organizing for. That's why we fight. We've got some workers that have been fighting already, that stood up and won. Workers that took on this corporation right here. Starbucks workers from Boone. They are the first store in North Carolina to successfully unionize. And we've got a worker that wants to speak. Olivia, are you ready? Give it up for Olivia. They fought and they won.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I'm not much of a public speaker, so I hope you'll forgive me for having a couple of notes in front of me, but I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for everyone who organized this event, who rallied everyone to come out and support. It's such an important movement. My name's Olivia. I'm one of the lead organizers from the Starbucks location in Boone, North Carolina. I'm here with some other representatives here as well. These are Tessa and Grace. We're here to show our solidarity and provide some support for our fellow partners here at Charlotte Street. Lately, Starbucks has been throwing on the phrase to be a partner. And they've been asking us what it means to be a partner, as well as emphasizing their missions and values. The implication here is that by participating in unionizing events and spreading pro-union messages, that we are detracting from those missions and values. It's interesting though that Starbucks